Hey everyone, welcome back to the final night of the Party for the Peregrines Plus. And if this is your first time joining us, where have you been? My name is Jeff Hall, and I'm here in an undisclosed location with my good friend, you got it, Dick Cheney. And he's promised not to shoot anyone tonight. We have a lot to do tonight. We'll be closing our auction. We'll do that in 3 sections, bronze, silver, and gold. And if you go to the top corner of our auction catalog, you'll see 3 bars. Click on those and you can sort the auction by our Olympic colors. We're going to have our last Raptor interview, and this one is going to be with an actual Peregrine Falcon. We have a pretty cool challenge later on, and I'll tell you that a little bit more. And of course, we'll be picking the winner of the Golden Ticket Raffle. The winner will join us on top of the Superman building next week, banding, hopefully, the baby peregrines. For the last 3 years, we've been raising money for our endowment called Invincible Audubon. This campaign was to make sure that Audubon remained invincible if ever a financial crisis hit like the Great Recession. We just didn't think it was going to happen so soon. We closed out that campaign at our October annual meeting where we thanked all our superheroes that contributed to make Invincible Audubon possible. So tonight, we are calling our heroes again to help Audubon pull through this quarantine that has forced us to cancel all our spring programming and all our summer camp. This provides a huge percentage of our operating budget, and it's gone for good this year. And we don't even know what the rest of the year is going to hold. This past week, the Boston Pops released a video calling the heroes. It was originally played at the 1986 Olympics, but I thought it appropriate to play it tonight to set the tone. I hope you enjoy it. It worked! Tonight, along with our auction, we are looking to you, our heroes, to make a contribution to support the conservation work that we've been doing throughout this health crisis. We've kept our refuges open and have seen and heard from an overwhelming number of visitors thanking us for keeping our trails open so you could, if only for an hour, forget about the pandemic and surround yourself with nature. We have an ambitious goal to raise $25,000 tonight, and every year we've asked you, our closest friends, our heroes, to help support a project like bringing Zach the Raven to Rhode Island, or help us buy a new inflatable whale that we use in the gymnasiums at schools to teach kids about whales and pollution and a whole range of concepts. At the bottom of the auction catalog, you're going to see a button that says, Support Our Cause. Please click that now or after tonight's program and make a donation as big as a superhero can. I have to tell you, I was a bit nervous this week because I did not want to get sick before we finished this party. So I called my doctor and I asked, what could I do? And he said, Jeff, you haven't even had the flu shot yet. And I said, what's the flu shot going to do? And he said, the flu shot gives you a little bit of the flu, and that way you build up immunity. So all day long, I've been taking a little bit of this. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I don't care. I feel great. Seriously, you're here to support Peregrines. And now we have a short video from Horizon Wings with a very real peregrine.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from Horizon Wings. This is Athena, our 13-year-old Peregrine Falcon. She came to us about 12 years ago after sustaining a wing injury at Bradley Airport. The wing injury leaves her partially flighted, so she's not a releasable bird. Peregrine falcons are still on a threatened list in Connecticut and in some parts of New England due to the fact they were extirpated, they were gone through the late 50s into the 60s, 70s, and beyond. This was due in large part to our use of DDT. DDT was a pesticide we put on our crops to kill bugs. The peregrine is pretty much a strict bird eater. A lot of the birds that she eats ate those bugs, and the DDT worked its way into the top of the food chain and affected not only our peregrine, but our bald eagle and our osprey as well. And while it did not kill these birds outright, it depleted their calcium, making it so their eggs were not viable. In 1970, Connecticut banned the use of DDT. In 72, the feds banned it. And then we started captive breeding programs and brought healthy birds from out west and released their young in the wild on the East Coast. And their population is steadily rising since. So this is a bird that we are very lucky to be seeing here on the East Coast. They are the planet's fastest animal. They have been clocked diving in speeds at over 240 miles an hour. They have some pretty amazing adaptations that help them fly that way. If you look at them, they're very sleek, almost a suede-like appearance to their feathers. Their body is sort of aerodynamically shaped like a teardrop or a bullet, so the wind passes around it. The tail is not exceedingly long, like that of an accipiter, maybe a Cooper's hawk. Those are things that help to eliminate drag. Drag would slow you down. She had fluffy feathers and a real long tail and a bulky build that would slow her down. They have marvelous eyesight, very large eyes. They have little baffle-like appearances in their nostrils to help control the flow of air. You can imagine how difficult it would be to breathe at 200 miles an hour. They have black marks on their cheeks, malar marks. That helps to deflect, or rather absorb, the sunlight when they're hunting in those bright open skies. They have a very pronounced notch or toenail tooth in their beak, which is used for crushing. That helps to dispatch of their prey items so they don't struggle with them mid-air. They have very long finger-like toes used for grasping, squeezing, or even making a fist and punching that prey item out of the sky. A very strong heel or breastbone that sometimes they use that to slam their prey items out of the sky. So now they've grabbed that sparrow or starling and they have to rise back up, much like a fighter pilot. They bank around and gain altitude before they hit the earth. So what they're doing like a fighter pilot is they're pulling G-forces, forces of gravity. One G-force holds us to the earth. A fighter pilot pulls about 6 to 9 before they get dizzy and pass out due to lack of oxygen. This bird's been measured doing 3 times that, 18 to 24 Gs. Makes this 2-pound bird about 60 pounds when she does that. The reason she can do that is she has a very large heart, which beats very fast, 600 to 800 times a minute, and that helps that oxygen-rich blood get to her brain very efficiently, so she does not become dizzy or pass out like we would due to lack of oxygen, pulling those G-forces. And she's a marvelous migrator. Her Latin name, Falco peregrinus, means traveling falcon. She will cross open bodies of water like our oceans. Other birds don't like to fly over vast bodies of water. There's no thermals that help carry them around, like you would find on the earth. And skyscrapers that look like a cliff. So these birds will come into our cities and they will use our skyscrapers for their nests. In some areas, people actually put out nest cameras and special nest boxes in the spring to welcome these birds back. They usually come back around the beginning of April, lay a clutch of maybe up to 4 eggs. And from there, the young are raised and fledge. And unfortunately, our cities can bring many dangers to them, like flying into windows, birds see windows differently than you and I. They actually can see in ultraviolet, but they don't see those windows like you and I, and those windows can pose a great threat to these birds when they are raised in cities.
Wow, those birds fly even faster than you. Okay, we're going to close the first section of the auction, and to help us count down, I've recruited a very special group of people, the Golden family, for their help.
Hey everybody, it's the Goldens coming out to you from Rhode Island and Massachusetts for the Rhode Island Audubon. I wish I had the owl head that I got to wear last year because it would hide my quarantine hair. Anyways, let's get into the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Section 1 is done. How simple is that? We'll be closing the silver section in about 10 minutes. So if you didn't win an item in the bronze section, it's time to check out the other awesome items we have left to bid. Sometimes we don't see things that are in plain sight. Our refuges, for example. They've been around for 100 years, but it took this crisis to really get people out of their routine and discover the incredible beauty that resides right here in Rhode Island. It's not like they were camouflaged. And speaking of camouflage, take a look at this brief video on camouflage and see if you can see what's hiding in plain sight.
Hi, this is Kim Calcagno, one of the refuge managers with Audubon, Rhode Island. And I've always been fascinated by the art of camouflage out in nature. So tonight we're going to take you on a little tour of camouflage and test your camouflage spotting abilities. Are you ready? Here we go. Now, when an animal uses their coloration to hide their identity and avoid predation, we call that camouflage, or blending in. There's actually 4 different types of camouflage. Concealing coloration is when an animal hides itself in a background of the same color. Disruptive coloration is when an animal has spots, stripes, and patterns that break up their outline against a busy background. Helps to hide them and makes it hard to pick them out. Another type is disguise, when an animal hides itself by looking like another object, like this caterpillar who looks like a snake's head, or this butterfly that looks like a leaf. And there's mimicry, when an animal copies the coloration of an animal known to be dangerous, poisonous, venomous, or bad tasting. In this example, we have a monarch butterfly, which is toxic to eat, and it has warning colors, or aposematic coloration. And then this viceroy, which is perfectly tasty, but it's mimicking the dangerous one. Let's test your camel spotting skills. I'm going to show you a picture, see if you can find the animal, and then it will be revealed, and then it will go back to the original photo again. Here's our first one. Did you spot the spider? Now this one is a toughie. Look carefully. Did you see the snow leopard? How about this one? This one is a good example of disruptive coloration. Some animals change colors with the seasons. In the warm weather, these ptarmigans would be brown and mottled and blending in with the summer background. Even in the ocean, camouflage has good uses. A youngster who's vulnerable, having camouflage can be very protective. Be careful if you're a fly approaching this particular flower. It's not so innocent. Having camouflage is a great way to hide where you're nesting on the ground. This one's one of my very favorites. How do you hide an animal that's that big? Camouflage. If you blend in and pretend like you're not there at all, no one will see you. Is there anything even hiding in this picture at all? Not just one animal, but 3. Nothing to see here. When you look like a leaf, your predators can't find you. Hey, did that bark just move? Are my eyes deceiving me? I thought that leaf looked a little bit fuzzy. Is it tree bark? Is it a muppet? Be careful where you step in this forest.
Okay, we're now about to close the silver section of the auction. And to help us count down, I've recruited some more special friends.
It's all about the environment and the education.
It's all about the birds. Yay! 10,
9,
8, 7,
6,
5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Okay, one section left. We'll be closing the gold section of the auction in about 10 minutes. And this is where we've been able to get some outstanding trips. And I know you're saying, I'm not traveling anywhere right now, but you don't have to. We know when this all calms down, we are going to need a vacation. And these trips are all available through 2021. Take a quick look at this short video.
Welcome to Walt Disney World Resort, just outside of Orlando, Florida. At over 40 square miles, it's big enough to hold all your vacation dreams and
There is a little bit of magic in all of us. A place of instinct that responds to the natural rhythms of life. And there are some places in the world where that magic is felt more strongly. Such a place is Zulu Nyala. Come to Zulu Nyala and experience the magic of Africa.
Oh my God.
Ooh, Blackburn, you. It's almost like seeing a movie star on the sidewalk. They really exist. There they are.
Okay. They'll see a little patch of green from way up there, and they'll funnel in.
Hey, ladies. I want to meet a lady. I want to make a baby.
During mating season, the male bird of paradise dances and shows off his colors to attract a female.
I hope you had a chance to bid, and I hope you bid high. I also hope you've made a donation to Audubon. We need your help. We need your help more than just these cardboard superheroes. We need you. And before we count down the gold auction, I have some friends who would like to say a few words to each of you.
Hi, this is Meg, talking to you from my home in North Kingstown. Thank you very much. This is a hard time, and we appreciate your support.
Thank you, everyone, for all you do in supporting the Audubon Society of Rhode Island.
Hi, my name is Iana, and I wanted to take the time to say thank you for all of your support for Audubon.
Hi, folks. Thanks for everything you do for us.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Julius. Thank you for your support of the Audubon Society.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your generosity and support of Audubon. We appreciate it.
Thank you from Audubon.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa, Audubon's Urban Education Coordinator. I wanted to say thank you so much for your support. We really couldn't do what we do without your generosity.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the Audubon Society of Rhode Island.
Thank you.
Thank you for your gift and your support.
Thanks again for supporting our online auction. I hope that we'll be able to get together again in safer times. In the meantime, your support is very important.
Everyone here is extremely grateful for the support you have given us over the years, and especially right now. To some it was a few dollars, to others it was a few more, but we all thank you for every dollar of support that you give that protects birds, wildlife, and the natural world around us. Okay, here we go. The gold section. And this, we're going to get some help from another special friend.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a great time at Party for the Peregrines Plus. I'm happy to see all of you virtually. I miss everyone so much, and it's really good to be back. It's time to close the gold auction section, so I thought for this section, maybe we'd count it down together. We're going to start from 10. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're closed. Congratulations to the winners.
There we go. We should have some type of celebration. We'll celebrate at home because I have a bunch of stiffs behind me and they're not going to yell. Woo! We did it. Thank you so much. And before we go on to the golden ticket raffle, I want to introduce you to Owen Helene, the president of the board of directors of the Audubon Society of Rhode Island.
Hi, I'm Owen Helene. I'm the chair of the board of directors of the Audubon Society of Rhode Island. You know, one of the silver linings in this COVID-19 world is you get to understand who the real heroes in our society are. They're nurses, the people who stock the grocery store shelves, the people who clean office buildings. They're the real heroes in this world. You know, when we did our Invincible Audubon Capital campaign a little more than a year ago, we exceeded our $6 million goal by a long way. We called everybody who donated to that campaign our superheroes. Well, all of you who participate in this virtual Party for the Peregrines are superheroes too. You've really helped us make this event a tremendous success. Nobody knew how this was going to work in this environment, but it's been a real win for everybody. I'd like to thank Audubon's staff who've been creative and resilient in this environment, who've done a great job with this. And I'd like to thank all of you who have participated in the virtual Party for the Peregrines. You're our superheroes. Thanks so much for what you do to make Audubon what it is. We appreciate you every day. Thank you.
Thanks, Owen. And I'm no expert at this, but you've got to get a better background when you do those things. We're going to now pick the Golden Ticket Raffle winner. The winner and one guest will join us next week when we go to the top of the Superman building to ban the baby peregrines. We will start at 10 a.m. and we will meet out in front of the Superman building, and I will contact the winner Monday morning by phone. If for any reason we are denied access because of the pandemic, the winner of this year's raffle will come with us next year. So, we have put everyone's name into a special name spinner picker, and you're going to watch it live right now and see who the winner is.
We have our golden raffle ticket purchaser names copied, so I'm going to paste them here. Some people bought more than one ticket. Thank you so much, everyone. Shuffle you a couple times, and here we go. Congratulations!
And the winner is Lisa Gould. Congratulations, Lisa. I'm going to contact you on Monday, but be ready because we don't go rain or shine. We only go shine. It's really high up there. And that's the party for the Peregrines 2020. I have to say that this has been a crazy time on top of the crazy world we're living in. But I have to express my extreme gratitude for everybody on the staff who've come out and put 100% in pulling this party off in weeks when we had to change on a dime. Especially Paige Therian, who is our social media person, who has done an amazing job at getting videos out and posts out and emails out. You're probably sick of them, but it's only possible with her hard work. And Sharon Riley, who was behind the scenes of the cameras on some of these videos that you saw. Those are the unsung heroes of this event. I just have to stand here and make a fool out of myself. This is the easy part. Tonight, I ask you again to support the Audubon Society. The work we do to protect nature comes from you. It is our privilege, the whole staff's privilege, to work to protect nature on your behalf. And we can only do it with your contributions, and I hope you will, again, rise to the challenge, be a superhero, and join us again. And I just want to end with this short video to say thank you to you tonight and for every night that you're with us. Thank you.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down a road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off, won't you stand up and take a bow? And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, well, you would see the biggest gift would be for me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. 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 If it's a car you lack, surely buy you a Cadillac. Whatever you need.